Hello there, I'm Seraphina, and you're listening/watching my review of Planet Alpha. I feel like to preface this, I should make it clear. I don't really play puzzle games. In fact, I'm more of a person that sees puzzle/platformer, really anything other than FPS shooters, in the Steam tags and yeeteth out of there. But with Planet Alpha, I thought I'd give it a chance, broaden my horizons and all. One of the first things I wanted to talk about when it came to reviewing this game was the fact that whether you enjoyed it or not, you have to admit it's visually stunning, and it's one of the game's best selling points. I think something that's important for me to talk about is the size of the team. You know, these are indie developers, they're not AAA titles. They don't have the kind of, manpower, they don't have the budget that these other AAA titles do. But this game, despite its 2D setting, gives off a very majestic vibe and gives off a vibe similar to No Man's Sky, but, without the disappointment. Story-wise, your unnamed, unarmed protagonist begins their journey to explore this vast planet. Around 10 to 15 minutes into the game, after several frustrating minutes of me trying and failing to move shit around in hopes it's right, you're greeted with the main antagonist of the story, a shit ton of fucking alien egg-looking boys and their laser guns. Planet Alpha is a sort of platformer puzzle type game, regularly consisting of moving blocks around and stepping on them, which gives a familial, if not kind of repetitive gameplay cycle, which is good, unless you're me, who's the biggest head ass in history. There's no real head scratches in Planet Alpha, but despite all of this, it still gets you to pay attention to almost every aspect of your environment. Due to the aforementioned Spacey Boy being unarmed, taking on hostile enemies is impossible. Because of this, you generally have to use some kind of rudimentary stealth, hiding behind pillars and in foliage. With all the praise I've given the game, I think it's important to tell you that it's not perfect. The game has a large element of trial and fail when it comes to gameplay and puzzles. The movements themselves are kind of janky and stiff when it comes to playing on keyboards. Gameplay movements at times, due to the 2D platform, takes a lot of the freedom away from the player. To add on to this, the game itself is quite short, lasting only around 4 to 6 hours depending on how you play. Because of this, the $20 American seems like a bit of a steep price to pay. So, unless you're a massive fan of puzzle/platformer games, I would recommend just waiting for a sale. While for me at least, there were a lot of frustrating moments, probably due to the fact I fucking suck at every game. The puzzles aren't particularly hard. The art style, location, and soundtrack is definitely unique to the game. Because of all this, it's definitely one of my favorite games of this year, and I will definitely recommend you get this game, whether at full price or on sale, because there are so many good things about this game, and they far outweigh any negatives I could hold against it.
Go girl, I'll take you there. Let me put another flower in your hair. When I'm with you, I can't even have a care.